happened at the New Orleans. Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man.
Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess. Paparazzi, catch my fly and my cocky fresh.
Police brutality is a significant problem in the United States, and the tapes you just saw proves that. Unfortunately, some officers use more force than necessary to control a situation, and the consequences are brutal.
Numerous of people have either been assaulted by policemen or even dropped dead as the cops pulled the trigger. People are now protesting against all these incidents and police brutality in general. Moreover, they're protesting against all the recent murders on unarmed civilians, where most of the victims are young boys of color.
Rodney King was one of those victims. He was an African American citizen that was exposed to police brutality in 1991. While driving too fast, he was pulled over by the police. Suddenly, the officers pulled him out of the car and beat him brutally, while a witness caught it all on videotape. This video was important, and because of it, King were able to take the case to court. However, the white jury acquitted the officers involved of all charges. This infuriated many of the citizens, and violent protests began. This was the start of the 1992 Los Angeles riot, where more than 50 people were killed, more than 2,000 were injured, and 9,500 people were arrested for looting, and arson, resulting in $1 billion in property damage.
Another victim of police brutality is Michael Brown, an unarmed African American teen that was fatally shot by a white Ferguson police officer. Michael Brown was shot and killed on August 2014 in Ferguson, Missouri, because he stole several packages of cigarettes on a gas station. Here is what happened that day. It all started at 11:48 when Officer Dan Wilson was at a sick call with an ambulance. At 11:52, 911 call reporting a robbery says two suspects were walking toward Quick Trip gas station. At 12:01, Officer Wilson encounters Michael Brown and his friend and shoots the unarmed teen dead. 3 minutes. That is how long it took from the time Officer Dan Wilson confronted teenager Michael Brown when other officers arrived on the scene to find Brown dead. 3 minutes. That is how long it took to end a man's life. And it didn't even seem like the officer hesitated. Those 3 minutes and the fallout that followed have been the source of protest, headlines, and general unrest in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri. On November 24th, the grand jury announced that they decided not to indict Mr. Wilson. The announcement set off another wave of protests.
According to several sources, 225 unarmed civilians were killed by the US police in 2015. The sources also show that death rates among African Americans are 5 times higher than white men.
And this illustrates the racism that takes place in the US today.
Racism is a huge factor to police brutality in the United States, and therefore we should focus on eliminating it. Because at the end, we're all the same.
A second solution is to train policemen to become members of the community and not only armed patrolmen.
A third solution could be body cameras, which means that every policeman has to wear a camera at all times, so that if police brutality occurs, justice will be served. Every day in America, police are too tough.
Every day in America, police cross the line and abuse citizens.
Every day in America, police get away with that.
White America was shocked at what they saw police doing to Rodney King, only to know there is a Rodney King every day.